Now, if you're wondering why I've got my glasses on indoors, watch all the way to the end. Hello and welcome back to Organize with Adeola. My name is Adeola Mosaku, and in today's video we are going to be looking at some TikTok life hacks that I am going to try and review today. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So our first hack from TikTok today, we are going to try and make sure your house smells nice. And one of the things I saw that I thought was quite good is you get any bin you use in any of the rooms in your house, and you can, when you want to refill it, what you can do is take out a refiller like that, take a couple of them and put them in the bin, which means that next time when you want to empty this bin, you would have a couple of spare bags in it already. This is a big carrier bag, but it's fine. This is what I use. I'm not going to buy another one until I finish using this anyway. So you want to put that in, and instead of you trying to put this in and getting air all over it, what you want to do is do it the other way around. So put this on top of your bin and then push it in. That way you get all the air out, and push it in like that. What I do, because it's quite a big one, what I do is I just kind of try and tie it around here like that. So you've got that. And then an extra tip that I learned from Brittany is what you can do is get one of this cotton wool. Depending on how strong you want the smell to be or how big the room is, you can take one or two. I like to put two in there, just so that when you come in the room you kind of have that nice scent coming through. So I would get two of this cotton wool, and you just put any diffuser holes that you like. So this is orange and rose diffuser hole. Just put a little bit on there. You can get any of these diffusers from TK Maxx, or you can order them from Amazon. I got this ones from TK Maxx when they were still open, and there you go. So you come into the room, or if you walk past your bin, especially if it's open like this, you might have a closed one, it doesn't really matter, but every time you go near the bin or go by it, you would have that nice smell coming through. And also I haven't got any hair trapped in the carrier bag that's inside the bin, which I think is quite a good idea. So this is one of the hacks I quite like using in the house. So try it and let me know how you get on. If you haven't seen my video on how to fold your bags, or any carrier bags for that matter, you need to check out this video. My next hack is for the toilet from TikTok. You can have, if you wanted to have your bathroom smelling nice and naturally, every time you use a tissue, you want to have a nice smell coming out of it, you can use this hack. And it's very simple. What you'll do is get a diffuser. This is a cinnamon oil diffuser. Just put a little bit on here, as you can see, and it just means that every time you go for the tissue, you would smell that cinnamon oil coming through. Now, if some of you are not probably comfortable with having cinnamon oil over your tissue and you're going to be wiping yourself with it, what you can do is get baby oil. So you have a little bit of baby oil here, and just put that on there. So I think I've gone for a lot, but this only lasts for like a day. It's not a smell that you would get for a week or anything like that. It's something that you might need to top up every day. So if you really want a natural scent to smell, and you can't be bothered to go through the trouble of it, no problem. I think this would be a good hack for you. So just put this on there and it'll be fine. And if you've got one of those racks for your tissue and you find it's quite hard for you to pull your tissue out, what you might want to do is just press on this like that, so it becomes like an oval shape, and then put it on your tissue holder, and you would find that it'll be a lot easier for it to come out. So it's just a matter of pressing on the tissue and putting it on there. It won't work for everyone, it just depends on what kind of tissue holder you have. That might be a good hack for you. If you want it to be a little bit more extra, what you need to do is just fold this in like that. Okay, so we've got that, and to make it stick, we're going to take it to the tap. So just put it on there. There you go. My next hack has to be one of my favorite hack for the house smelling nice. You get one of the scented twisted beads, and what you need to do is open that. Anyone will do, any brand will do, and get mash bags. They come as a pack. I got them from Amazon, so you can get any size. They come in different sizes, but this is a small size that I use. I'll have the link below at the description. So what you do is put a little bit in there and tie it up like that, and then drop it in your pillow. Sometimes I use 2, sometimes I use 1 in there, and as you sit in your sitting room, especially when you have guests, or even when I just sit down, you get that burst of really nice scents coming through, and you're like, oh, where's that coming from? But then I always remember it's from the pillows. But it's a really, really good hack. Now, if you've liked any of the life hacks I've mentioned so far, go ahead and click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell next to it. It means whenever I bring out a new video, you will get notified for it. My next life hack from TikTok is how do you keep your remote control clean? I know sometimes you might want to have some popcorn when you're having your movie night, and then you change the channel with the same hands, and there's all sorts of germs going on, especially if you've got kids. But let's see, how do we keep it clean? This hack I think you're going to like. So what you do is have a foil like that. Just put that in there and cover it. See, that's not working for me, because when I saw it on TikTok, there was no hair blowing out of it. It just stayed. But I'm going to try it again. Nope. I'm not sure if it's because it's a nice, cheap and cheerful one. I'm trying this on my old remote control because it and technology, I'm not sure how well they go together. So there you go. You can just wipe this every time you have dirt on it. It'll be easy to see, but then I think it would protect your remote control, and you'll be able to see how easy or how dirty it is very easily. Actually, if you've got any snotty hands or ketchup or popcorn, sweet salt, or maybe sugar on it, then you will be able to see it quite easily, or at least wipe it quite easily. So I like this trick. Let me know if you're going to try one of this at home. And just because my channel is all about organizing, if you wanted to go a step further, what you need to do is get yourself a remote control holder, a nice one like this. I'll add a link for this for you at the descriptions below. That means that you would always know where your remote control is. My next hack is for you crisp lovers, or maybe popcorn. If you're out and about and you haven't got a clip and you don't want to eat anymore, you've got to the stage whereby you've said that's enough, I am going to keep the rest, and you want to keep it fresh. So if you've got a bag, I'm using a big bag like this because I think it works really well with big bags. So it looks very easy when I first saw it, but it took me a number of times to kind of practice it to be able to show you today. But let's get into it. So basically what you want to do is fold this like that. Not so much into half, it doesn't really matter. Just fold it and then head it towards you and just roll it back. Roll it, keep rolling. And while we're doing that, I've already done a TikTok video on food hacks that does work. So go ahead and check out that video. You can learn what works and what doesn't work in our world. So let's keep going. We just keep going with the rolling. So once you roll it and you start to have a V right here, that's when you know when to stop. And once you stop, you would have 2 corners and another corner there. And what you have to do is just tick in that corner, tick out that corner, depends on what side you're on, and you would have a closed bag like this. So that's all closed. While we're still on the matter of food, how do you close your cereal boxes? So this is what I do. I just learned this new hack from TikTok, and this is how I close my cereal boxes. Like I said, we like cereal in my house, so normally if I have a box like this, it's not too much of a struggle. It's normally okay. But when you have a box like this, I really do struggle to keep it closed. I'm gonna open this. Yeah, so once you've opened it and you've made any mistakes, it's really hard. I find it really hard to keep it closed. So what I normally do tell my kids is to make sure that they've got this wrapped inwards before closing this, because normally I'll open the cupboard and this is like literally wide open, which means your cereal is going to get soft and they're not going to be fresh. So let me show you how to get to this. So what you want to do is put this in and put the two sides in. That's the first thing, and then try and create a square. Can you see this here? You want to create your gap in there, so push it in the middle as much as you can. Let's close that. Do the next thing, same thing on this side, push it in, so you create that middle box here. So we've done that now, so we've got two sides, one side here and one side there, and all you do is push this in and then push that in. Just tuck it in, and there you go. Now, just to mention, for everyday use, we use the cereal dispenser, but if you've got a cereal that I don't let my kids have this every day, something we have on the weekends, so I find this method works for just the cereals that you don't eat as often. But if you eat cereal more often than I do, you can get them to just bundle this up and put it in the box and you'll be fine. Now, my next hack I have been using for quite a while is basically, I have a spoon in my fridge, and what do I use it for is when you wake up and you've got puffy eyes and you want them to calm down so you look more awake quite quickly, use a spoon in your fridge and just put it over your eyes, both of them, for quite a few minutes, and your eyes will look as if you're actually quite awake. I quite like this one, so I always have a spoon in my fridge. For my next hack is more to do with fashion. So the sun is coming out now and we might tend to use our sunglasses. But what I find is anytime I take it off, you'll always have that little dot here to say that you've been wearing glasses. So what you can do is put some powder. This is your main powder. Just put a powder on the lenses here, just at the tip there. And just set some just where you would normally wear your glasses at. Put another one there. So what this is doing is you've got double protection before you put your glasses on. So you put some on your glasses already. See? So I can wear these glasses all day for a very long time, and by the time I take it off, I would expect that there shouldn't be any marks on my face. So give this a try. It's summer, it's coming, the sun's going to be out, so you might want to get yourself double protected from having marks when you take off your glasses. Now, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I have got a bonus for you, and it's basically how to make sure you're not wasting your soap. You might not be wasting it, but if you have little ends and if you have small people in your house, they are very good at using hand wash. So one pump, see how much comes out. But if you wanted to reduce the amount of liquid that's coming out, all you need to do is get a rubber band and just turn it round the neck of the bottle. Very easy, just do that. And then that way, that reduces the amount of pump that comes up. So when I do this, see, it's only a little that comes out. If you're still here, I reckon you will like this video. See you there.